Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Meg's Melange of Random Ramblings for March 25th, 2006. Today I'm going to attempt to explain how to create a free podcast. I do this using Our Media and FeedBurner and LiveJournal. So in order to do this, this is my way. This is the way I choose to do it. There are a plethora of ways, I'm sure, out there that you can do this for free. You can utilize such services as Gcast, which I've heard is a nice service. I'm pretty sure you really only have to create, one account and then FeedBurner, and I don't even think you have to use FeedBurner for them if you don't want to. I do believe that they have a file size limit though, but I don't know anything about Gcast. So I will be discussing Our Media and how I go about creating a podcast or publishing a podcast through Our Media. So the first thing we need to do if you are a brand new user is you need to go to ourmedia.org and create an account. I'm already on ourmedia.org, so I'm just going to quickly show you where how to create an account. So the link you're looking for is register.
Links list are register now.
Register now.
Enter.
Sorry.
Account information.
Okay. Then you're going to look for an edit box that says something like account information.
Username, edit.
It's not that one. That's if you already have an account.
Edit. Search, edit. Account information, username, edit.
Okay, there you go. So you just simply follow those, type in your username.
Account information, email address, edit.
Email address.
Account information, password, edit. Account information, confirm password, edit.
And so forth.
Groups joined with the login checkbox not checked.
Then you have checkboxes for different groups if you choose to join. I don't really know what Our Media groups involve. I think I checked podcast when I signed up, but I don't know anything else about it. So if you want to skip all those, you can just go to
Create new account button.
Create new account button. And that works quite well. Okay, so that's basically all you need to do for that. Then you need to go to archive.org, and there's a link there that says join us, and you just create an account from there. Then you need to go to livejournal.com if you choose to use a LiveJournal. You might have a blog already, or you might choose to just use the Our Media RSS feed. However, I seem to have had problems with that, so I wouldn't recommend it, but you might have better luck. So you might want to give it a try. That way you wouldn't have to create a LiveJournal, you could just simply use the Our Media feed. Because the reason why I have a LiveJournal is because I need a place for FeedBurner to look, and I didn't like the Our Media blog. Our Media gives you a blog, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I don't know, it confused me. I don't know why. There was just something I didn't like about the blogs on Our Media. Anyway, so that's why I have a LiveJournal. So then you would create a LiveJournal account. Then you would go to feedburner.com, and basically all you need to do for FeedBurner is same kind of deal, username, password, and you give them your LiveJournal address or whatever blog address you have, and it will look for new content. So now so you have 4 accounts created. You have Our Media, Archive, LiveJournal, and FeedBurner. Then you can start publishing your podcasts. You probably will want to download the Our Media publishing tool, which is available from ourmedia.org. And it's quite easy to use, pretty much. So what I'm going to show you next is just how to publish a podcast with Our Media. And I'm just going to pause this for one moment, and I'll be back with it. Okay, sorry about that. So we're going to go to the Our Media publishing tool.
Start menu AOL Instant Messenger. AOL Instant Messenger.
And I'm sorry about that. apologize for any incoherence present in this podcast, because this is about my third time trying this. Every time I just keep completely messing up, and I'm publishing a podcast created earlier this evening, during which I had a lot of sugar, and the sugar is wearing off, so I'm a bit tired. Okay, just wanted to apologize for any problems within this podcast. Okay, so we are on the lovely Our Media Publisher. We're just, there are two buttons on this page, and one of them says, how does this work, and one of them says next, and we're just going to go to next, and I'm going to slow down JAWS before I do anything else.
Slower.
Okay.
Tab, next button to enter.
Now, we are going
Tab,
to
email address, edit, Mic55,
log
optimize,
in
net, type
with
and
my
text.
email address, which is already there,
Tab, password,
and I
edit,
have
type and
my
text.
password saved here, so I'm just going to
Tab, save username and password, tab. Tab, previous button
go
to active,
to
tab,
next.
next button to add, enter.
Now,
Tab, browse button to activate,
We're
press
going
space
to
bar.
browse.
Space, select the file dialog, file name, edit combo, alt I, login, combo box, Megan Kelly, 6 of 6. Open list box, Megan, D, desktop, enter, desktop, tab, toolbar, go to tab, toolbar, to tab, folder view, list view, not selected, my documents, 1 of 49. To M, my computer, M, my network, M, my podcast file, enter, folder view, tab, file name, tab, files of type, tab, open as read only, tab, open button, tab, cancel, but tab, login, combo box, my podcast files, tab, toolbar, go, tab, toolbar, to activate, tab, folder view, list view, not
Okay.
selected, 02, climb Avery Mountain, 1 of 3, basic live general overview, B, basic live, B, BCTP, birthday dinner.
there we go.
Enter. Browse button to activate. Press space bar. Tab. Delete button to activate.
just-
Press space bar.
Tabbing, so if you want to delete, you can delete it there.
Tab. List view. Not selected. Graphic 478 birthday dinner. MP3. 1
The
of 1.
file
To move the items, use
is
the arrow
listed there
keys.
for you.
Tab. Previous button to activate. Tab. Next button to
And I'm
activate.
going
Press
to
space
go
bar.
to next.
Enter.
Now you're going to
Tab. License class. Combo box. Creative Commons. 5 of 5.
I
To change the
leave all
selection,
this
use the arrow
pretty much
keys.
the way it is, just because I don't really know a whole lot about this sort of thing, so I just leave it as Creative
Tab.
Commons.
No radio but tab.
Leave that checked or whatever.
Tab. Previous button to
And
activate.
just
Press
go to
space bar. Tab.
next.
Next button. Enter. Tab. Creator's name. Edit. Type and text.
This is required field,
METAN.
I
Space
believe.
KLL. Tab. Copyright folder. Edit combo. 0
that's
items.
not
To set the value.
required
Use
if
the
I
arrow keys or type the
remember
value.
correctly.
Tab. Copyright year. Edit. Type and text.
That isn't
Tab. Posted
either.
by. Edit. Type and text.
That is, I think. Is it? I don't think so.
Tab. Title of work. Edit. Type and
If
text.
it is, it'll give us a message. Title of work.
TIRTHDA. Space. TINR. Tab. Edit. Type and text.
This is the description, which I don't really bother with too much in our media, nor do I bother with the keywords, but
ISAS space EODCAS P space JOISFOESFRIENDS space AND space I space FOR space O E space UN here tab keywords edit type and text. TIRTATAY tab work format combo box video 1 of
I
5.
was
To
just,
change the selection, use the arrow keys.
just typed in keyword of birthday and just typed in, join friends for some fun or something. Yeah, in the description field. So they're really, I don't really pay attention too much to the our media descriptions because I describe it in the live journal. So and then this is the work format.
Audio including music.
I don't really know what exactly.
Images. Text. Other.
I guess I just want to know what you're uploading or whatever. And I always put audio including music, even though I don't have
Text.
any music in this particular podcast.
Images. Audio including music. Tab. Previous button. Tab. Next button. Enter.
Next.
Copyright statement edit type and text.
Okay, you can leave that blank.
Tab. Audio type edit combo to set the value. Use the music. Spoken word interviews,
I
meetings,
just
etc.
do spoken word.
Tab. Where the work first appeared edit type. Tab. Data year created edit
That
type
you
and
can
text.
leave blank. That you can leave blank as well.
Tab. Previous button. Tab. Next. Enter.
Next is
Tab. Birthday dinner. MP3 combo box. VBR MP3. 5 of 20. To change. 96 KB. 160 KB. 192 kbps. Tab. Previous button. Tab. Next button. To enter.
you just have to select the format. And it actually doesn't really matter if you leave it at whatever it's at. It was at VBR MP3, but you don't have to change it if you don't want to. I don't see that it has any effect on anything. So
Tab. Our media publisher has collected all the information necessary to publish your file as with the attribution non-commercial share like to tab. Previous button to tab.
Yeah.
Next button to activate. Enter.
the next thing it will do after you click next button is it will upload your file.
Our media publisher.
take a while. If it's, a large file, it can.
For
This
media
is
publisher,
rather small,
30%.
so it really shouldn't. I think it's only an 8 megabyte file. So,
10%,
um,
21%,
now you can hear the percentages.
32%, 43%,
And I think I'll pause this and I won't make you listen to
54%.
this. Okay, we're back.
Type is media publisher,
And now what I do
publisher, and this is our URL, http media audio video blank.
is basically, I'll let Jaws, well, let me slow this down first.
Slower. Slower.
What you do now is you can read you need to use your JAWS cursor to get to this part. So it's,
For media publisher, minimize symbol, maximize symbol, uploading to a
I'm just
media.
having
Your file has
JAWS
been
read.
sent to a media and the Internet Archive for free hosting and storage. Your work is being processed and should be available in less than an hour at this URL, http or media, or via details Megan Kelly birthday dinner. Your file is also ready to be file
okay,
shared.
so what I do then is I,
JAWS cursor, in less than an hour hosting, in less than ht blank, colon, ht blank, h.
okay, I left click this link right here.
Left mouse button.
And look at that, would you believe it, folks? It's there already. That's really nice. A lot of times you get a link, you click on the link and you get page not found for about an hour and a half. So this is where podcasting for free can be challenging, because you can't just, do it in 10 minutes. You actually have to wait a little bit, and it does involve steps. So, we'll have a look at this page.
Slower. Link your at blank. Heading level 2 donation center. Supporter heading level 2 community list of
I'm just kinda
heading level
skipping
heading level
through.
1 birthday dinner visited link home.
Okay,
Blank.
so you see here it says birthday dinner.
Heading level 1 birthday dinner visited link home. List of 2 items. Bullet visited link view. Bullet link track. List end. Submitted by Link Ankwins 303 on March 25th, 2006-6:11 p.m. Blank.
That time's wrong. It's actually not 6:11 p.m., but it doesn't really matter.
Heading level 1 birthday dinner. This media file's URL. Visited link.
Now, there's the link to the URL, so what I'm just going to do is...
Applications. Context menu. Back. The app forward. Set as select. Paste on the create short. Add to favorite. View source. Encode print. Refresh. Bookmark. Export. Send properties.
Okay, go to
Enter.
properties and...
Leaving menus. Properties dialog. Title is properties. Pages. General. PC per. Alt tab for media publisher.
Sorry,
Alt 4. Predict.
closing this. Okay.
Title is properties. Pages. General. Tag. OK button. Tag. Cancel button. Tag. General. Tag. Tag. Certificate button. Tag. Back at the top. Certificate button. Take list. Certificate button. Tag. Back at the top. Certificate button. Take list. PC per. Title is properties. Pages. General.
Problems here.
Real news. Take list. Certificate
Okay, there we go.
Certificate button. Take list. Real news. Real news. Blank. 16,400.
Oh, I was having problems for a second.
16,400. Blank. 16 size. Real news. URL.
Okay, what I'm looking for is the URL to this file. Now, you can definitely remember what it is. I just don't. There is a simple. It's the same every time. It's your name /download /archive /something / the file name. I don't even know. You can, if you choose, to remember what it is, and you won't even have to, look for it. But I don't. So I'm just going to
URL. Real news. Select real news.
select that. Wait a second. Is this the file? Okay. One moment, everyone. I definitely need to redo this if I submit this to Blind Goltech. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm losing my train of thought. That's what I'm doing. Right. Okay. Sorry about this. Okay, I'm just going to go to our media. and go to my page. And find it that way. Oh. Wrong password. Yay. Okay. Now. Why is this not finding? Okay, let's try this again. I'm sorry, everyone, but I really don't feel like redoing this again, so you're just gonna get a slightly, Okay, there we go. Usually it doesn't take this, this is all my fault right now. I'm just, a bit tired and, I just want to get this podcast done. So, here we go. That's interesting. Okay. For some reason, something's up with this. Let me try this again. I really will, I promise. Okay, so when you haven't published a podcast in a really long time, Hi everyone, we're back. I don't even know how to describe, incredibly amusing and frustrating events that have just taken place with recreating this podcast. My computer froze. My Olympus battery died. My entire Olympus died after replacing the battery that does not work anymore. It records for 1 second and dies on me. I tried recording with Goldwave. It didn't work. It worked and then it just kind of stopped. And I thought I was actually recording, and I finished the podcast, and I wasn't recording. We're using the Braille Note M Power to record right now, and I'm sorry about the sound quality. I know it's really not that good, but I won't have any time to really work on this podcast in the next couple of weeks, so I want to get it out to you right now, if I can. It's after midnight here now, so excuse me if I make any more errors or am extraordinarily incoherent in this podcast. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I just did, but I'm not going to save the LiveJournal entry, so you'll see exactly what I just did, but I won't save it because I did it already in the last podcast, which didn't get recorded. Okay. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna close this. Slow draws down.
Slower. All F4.
Close the journal and go back to the desktop and try this again. Yeah, the login gives me problems lately. I
don't know why. It takes me about 3 times in order for the link to work. I don't quite know why. But anyway. Okay, so basically what I do is write the subject, which in this case was birthday, belated birthday cast. And then I type the entry, which I write a quick description. In this podcast, friends and I have dinner. Then I do the link, and I'll turn on characters here. Whoops. Okay, sorry, I backspaced a couple times there, but I did the link, and then I would save it. Then I would go to my entry, go to my journal, and what I'm just going to do now is just show you this, because I've already done it. Okay, and that's exactly what you'll get once you do that. So I'm just going to give you a recap because I know this podcast was extremely, extremely crazy, and none of you probably understood anything I did because I've had so many problems. But I really wanted to get you this tonight because I just did. When I start something, I can't follow it through. I get really, really, really annoyed. And so I had it set in my mind that I was going to do this podcast tonight, along with the other birthday podcast, and I kept having problem after problem after problem, and now that I'm so close to the end, I'm posting it, no matter what it sounds like. So, basically, in order to create a podcast, you need a place to store your files, you need an RSS feed, and you need a place for that RSS feed to look. I use Our Media, which is ourmedia.org, and archive.org, which actually work together. Archive hosts your files, Our Media provides you with a blog and such services if you choose to use them. And it also provides you with the publishing tool, which I discussed and demonstrated earlier. So now you'll, sorry. So then so you need a place to store your files, you need an RSS feed, and you need a place for the RSS feed to look. The RSS feed is feed.feedburner.com/mmrrpodcast. The live journal, which is the place for the feed books every 30 minutes for new content. The feed, recognizes the link to the MP3 file. And that is livejournal.com/user/mmrrpodcast. Our Media is the archive host the files. This is how it's done for free. As I said, I have 4 different accounts that help me in this process. I think that's my recap for now anyway. I'm sure I've forgotten something because I've not used any notes, so, I'm sure I forgot something. I don't even know what, but I'm sure I have. So there may be an addendum to this podcast. I might completely redo this podcast at some other point because right now it's not really fit for a large audience, probably because it's really rambling. So I hope you got something out of this. If you would like to contact me, you can email me at mek55@optonline.net. You can also comment on the LiveJournal page, which, as I said before, is livejournal.com/user/mmrrpodcast. I think that'll be it for this edition. I'm going to attempt to get this published now. Before the Our Media tool was giving me errors. So I don't know how successful we'll be in publishing this tonight, but we'll try. Take care. I'll talk to you all soon, hopefully. Alright, good night, everybody. Oh, that was a strange sound. Okay, good night. Yeah, it sounded like somebody was just knocking on my door, but I don't think so. Yeah, okay. I'll be quiet now. Good night, everyone. Hi, everyone. We're back again. And I realized I almost uploaded this podcast with a bit missing. I thought I left off at the LiveJournal page, but I really didn't, because that was another attempt that I was thinking of. I actually left off discussing how to obtain the URL, or how I obtained the URL of the media file through Our Media. What I do is I go to the link that says direct link, and I go to properties. There it will tell me, I do that by right clicking or doing the right mouse button thingy. You know, the one to the, yeah, the right mouse button thing. Sorry, it's now nearly 1 a.m. here. I'm still determined to get this out to you guys. Yeah, so I press the right mouse button on the link that says direct link. It says link to the link to media file or something. And I get the properties, I select that, and that is what I paste into the LiveJournal. If you would like to see, if you would like a further deep demonstration or whatever, I will do that. But that's basically what I did, and I did demonstrate that in an earlier attempt, but as you know, it didn't make it through. I don't even know how many attempts and things this podcast has undergone. And again, I apologize for the quality. It probably sounds like I'm talking on a cell phone. I haven't really, I could, stick my my external microphone into the Braille note, but I just don't feel like it right now, so excuse the awful sound quality, and I hope you got something from this. I know it was really amusing and frustrating putting it together. Whenever I have problems like this, I always try to, look on the bright side and say, well, maybe I learned something from it. And I think, I guess I did. I seem to have lost my Olympus in the process, but hopefully that'll be restored soon. I don't know about that. Anybody has had Olympus problems like this? Let me know what you did to solve them. Basically, I think I explained this already. Basically what it's doing is it records for about a second and then it just dies, and I just put fresh batteries in it. So, I don't know. It does seem to be recognized by the PC, like I got files off of it, so at least that's working, because otherwise I really wouldn't have. I don't think I would have had the energy to do the whole beginning part of the podcast over. I don't think I would have. Alright, so I hope I recapped this for you somewhere in the podcast. I really hope I explained this well enough, and I'll do another, hopefully more coherent podcast on this at some other point, but I did want to try to get something of this nature done because, I don't know, I just did. So, thanks for listening. I thank all of you for listening, and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, bye for now.